true, but I didn't know about the window.
You did.
Neither did I.
Really, Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small holes.
Oh no.
What? Are you after my small hole too?
I knew I knew that's where it was going. I knew. Where's Mew when you need her? I knew.
See? Now that's definitely weird.
Thank you. You know what? I'm relating, like, bit by bit, a little bit more to Miss Plain Jane over here. Thank you, Plain Jane. Good day, good people, United States Aviators back, and we are here with more Danganronpa. And it is trial time, and I've got a couple. I think I'm willing to say that Kaito is the one who's still alive. And I'm only gonna say that solely because Maki has not revealed her feelings to him, right? I think that's the route that I'm gonna go. Not like, I don't have any hard evidence to prove that. I'm simply going storytelling wise. She hasn't told him how she feels, so she's still alive. I mean, he's still alive, so they can have that thing, and then he gets killed at the end. That is what I am betting.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Look, Monokuma, we don't need this. We've been through so many class trials already.
Correctly, and only the blackened. I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Yeah.
That person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that.
Robot Boy, he's not wrong. Everything out there is pretty much
We don't
death
need
and
your
despair.
rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live.
Hey.
And we'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Alright.
Wow! An actual talking robot! I've never seen one of those
People
before.
need to stop freaking trashing on my boy Kibo.
Seriously?
Kibo, I'm sorry. I apologize for
What happened to
Monokuma.
Kokichi? Why isn't he here?
Oh, we're the final five. Oh boy.
Aw, don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
Okay.
Unique circumstances?
Right.
Cause for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown.
That's true. Except my logic is
Given
pretty
these
good storytelling-wise.
circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous.
I kind of take back what I said when I said that would make sense storytelling-wise, because let's not forget Chapter 1 when I was so shook.
After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
So do you know who did it, Monokuma?
Is that possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Because at first I was thinking Monokuma is just like toying with us. So he's put the person backstage. That's silly.
Don't worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue.
Interesting.
It's all part of the overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving!
Okay.
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
Thank you, Kibo, for being the voice of reason.
What's there to even talk about? The Blacken is the mastermind, Kokichi.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of too.
Well, think again, because
It's
he
too
could be
soon to
him.
decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
To be fair, we had to have bloody clothes for the both of them.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
Calm yourself.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim, the other person will never show themselves, right?
That is accurate.
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious? What a...
It is a pain. Classic Himiko is back. What a pain. Everyone thinks that Kaito is the victim, but I have my doubts. There's still a sliver of hope that Kaito is still alive, and once we prove it, we're gonna blow this right out of the water. And we'll see the truth. Alright. Also, my goal for this case is to get both of the back routes. And I don't think this is the back route
The
music.
victim has to be Kaito.
Marking with file.
Kaito was taken
Kokichi's
prisoner by
disappearance.
Kokichi,
Kokichi's disappearance or Kokichi's clothes.
so he could have killed him whenever he wanted.
It's probably going to be the clothes, because that's going
And
to
the
be more...
hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it.
There is evidence for it. It's this...
That's wrong!
That is wrong. I feel like disappearance might have worked too. Probably not, though.
I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
That's right, that's right.
Is that Kokichi's coat?
That's right. It's in fact his
Yes.
whole
And look here.
coat and
There
scarf
are
and everything.
bloodstains on the sleeve.
And on the back.
That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
That is correct.
Kokichi was injured.
You know what that means.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press.
Right?
As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
Unless Kaito, like, killed Kokichi and then, like, put him and his shirt on the hydraulic press. I don't know why he would do that.
That's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
Hush your face. Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaito's. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she'd want to believe Kaito's still alive. I thought she was in love with Kaito. Either way, Maki is hung up on Kaito's clothes. So, in that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that logic. If I do, I think she'll realize there's a chance Kaito's still alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
Is it? Because I can't think of anything that's
What
bothering
about
me.
them?
Oh, there's a hole on it. There's something peculiar about those clothes. The owner of the clothing, the blood stain on the... There's blood everywhere on the clothing. I can't press start. I wanted to look at... We'll go with sleeve for right now.
That's it!
Okay. I wanted to press
Why
start
was
and
only
then... I wanted to look at the report card. Present. Report card. Report card. Well, that doesn't help at all. I was gonna look at his report card, and then, oh, I do like how it's unknown now. I'm glad that I came here. That's a fun little thing they did there. Because one of his sleeves is always outside, but I don't remember which one that is. So I was hoping I could see it on the report card, but I can't. Of course not.
Sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press.
Right.
If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty.
Also true.
There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well.
Yeah.
So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that logic?
Okay. Shush, Maki. Huh?
You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you.
Wow.
If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
Maki, I thought we were tight. Little Maki from down the block. Here, come on. Alright, well, let's slice some words with Kaito's coat.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press. It's rather telling.
It's not that telling. Calm yourself.
It couldn't have been anyone else
There we
but
go.
Kaito.
Could have been.
If you can't see that,
There we go.
then you weren't looking hard enough.
Excellent. I was looking
wasn't
hard
looking
enough.
hard enough. What do you mean?
Yeah. Calm yourself.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner.
Yeah?
He never put his arms through his coat sleeve.
I don't know if I should slice this here. Oh, I did, and it was right.
Cut through your words.
Girl, it was the wrong coat sleeve. Girl, please. Gosh, Maki. Maybe you weren't paying enough attention.
Yes, it's true. Kaito never put his arm through his sleeve.
Right?
But that was
It
just
was
his
the-
right arm.
yep, that's
He
what I
wore his
thought.
left sleeve normally.
And then if you rotate him and then lay him down on the thing, sleeve that he wore. Yep.
And the left
They did
sleeve
that on
was the
purpose.
one
They were
we
like-
found outside the press.
They were like, we're gonna kill him in chapter 5, and this small detail of his appearance is going to, it's gonna be a major piece of evidence.
Knowing how Kaito wore his
Freaking
coat,
Danganronpa.
that's oddly strange, isn't it?
It is.
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
That's silly.
Huh?
Yeah, just like just like in the report card picture.
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes.
Just like his sleeve.
Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
You don't have to, because Kaito's still alive, and Kokichi's already dead, right? Right? Because you like him. Because you like Kaito, and you have to admit it. It seems like you made up your mind. But why would you do that?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim.
No, no, no.
Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over.
Then someone else is the
Yeah,
mastermind.
that's true.
Okay.
Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh?
Okay.
Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We
Interesting.
need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
That's fair, I guess.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now.
Uh,
Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
okay. It's the elevator? Oh, no.
An exisal?
Well, it's in Kaito's spot right now.
What? Why is an exisal here?
Haha, whoops, my bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
Oh, my boy! Oh,
Is that Kaito's voice?
oh,
Kaito?
it's
There was a
true!
lot going on, so I just hid in an exisal and kinda dozed off.
Okay, that doesn't sound like Kaito, to be fair.
And that's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Okay.
Hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie!
I'm shook.
You guys thought I died?
Hold on.
I would never! No way!
Do they have voice simulation things? If that's the case, is he just gonna keep going back and forth with the whole trial? Because I really don't want that.
Kokichi?
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Freaking
Wow,
Kokichi.
that's old.
I love him.
How old are you?
It is old.
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
God, Maki.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Oh gosh.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Cracker Jack.
Well,
Seriously, how old are you?
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself!
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself.
that's fair.
I understand
She didn't
how
rebuttal.
you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Okay.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera.
Okay.
It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case.
Alright.
Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly.
You filmed it?
The
Ah.
moment the victim died.
We've never seen this in Danganronpa history.
What
When
did
someone
you say?
dies.
Oh,
To my knowledge, I don't
alrighty
think.
then.
Besides
Let's watch
execution.
this shocking
Like the actual
moment.
murder.
Hey, Monokuma. Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
Okay. This doesn't make any sense. Monokuma grabbed the camera from the exisal, hooked it up to the courtroom's monitor, and played the tape for us. Go ahead.
Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible. Why would something like this?
Something else is up. Because it just there's two parts.
I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed.
Kokichi wouldn't just show us that. Because that would just implicate himself. So if that's a Kokichi in there, then something else must have happened. Someone else must have killed Kaito. And then that's just him destroying a dead body. Oh, gross.
By the way, I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way. This video camera only has the basic functions.
Okay.
Just the play, record, and pause buttons, so you can't edit after filming it.
Okay.
And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. Right, Monokuma?
Okay.
Oh, you can talk. Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see. If it's necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer.
Okay.
No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the academy.
Okay.
See? If it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible.
Okay.
Which means this footage is 100% real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted. The body we found inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press, is definitely Kaito. Was that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death.
I refuse.
I can't believe he died with his guts and his brain splattered all over that machine.
Stop, don't do that.
Stop it! Now I'm starting to not feel well.
Same.
That's probably because I used my magic to transfer all my barf over to you.
You are a dirty savage, Himiko. I like it.
I know that's a joke, but the thought of it...
Oh, poor Samugi. Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. True. He just told us that he was the mastermind, that the killing game was over. So what would he gain by killing Kaito?
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exisal.
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is... you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the
Oh, what?
moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene. As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
To have his own plan for it?
Oh
Ultimate
man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
Oh no.
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave.
Yeah, something's
Here's
up.
the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exisal after I killed Kaito.
Okay.
Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown. To jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer.
Okay.
I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Oh, man. I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
No.
You're giving up? Does that mean it's been decided?
Is it okay that this trial was so short?
No.
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi was the killer.
We'll try again.
But before we vote, I want to say something to Kokichi.
Go
You
ahead.
may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right.
Something isn't right.
The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends?
Right.
That's not how this goes. That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
Right.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't put all that effort into the video.
That's fair.
There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place.
Also fair.
Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
I think that might be true.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit?
I'm saying it's possible he's not the culprit.
Then, are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
I'm suggesting it could be either you or it could be Himiko.
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be one of us.
And now we cast suspicion on
Us.
all of us again.
That's
Dang
not
it,
possible.
Shuichi. It's possible.
No,
In fact,
I
it's
didn't
plausible.
Say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
That I can believe in.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said. I'm actually not the culprit.
What? But that contradicts what you said previously.
Yepers, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help.
Ooh.
I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage. It made the game more interesting, too.
Oh no.
Are you serious?
I think it might be Maki.
What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't
And then all
know
my friends are gone.
anymore.
It's fine, because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
What if he was already dead when he was on the press? I don't think we can leave it at that. This is the live music. Alright, what do we got?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit.
Okay.
We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Okay.
Kaito got crushed to death.
Okay.
What a horrible video.
Whoever committed that crime
What are all of our bullets?
was with Kaito in the hangar.
Which just leaves Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
I think to lie, we need to do murder video on Kaito's dead. How do
There's
I
no
lie
doubt
again?
that Kokichi is the culprit. We all
Yeah, I
saw that
remember.
footage from earlier, right?
Okay.
Kaito got crushed.
Here? Maybe? Please? Oh no. Oh, freaking. Ah! The fact that it put a squish there makes me think that that's where I need to back route.
Then the culprit...
Master and Killer.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine.
There's not the Kokichi.
Okay.
Crushed to death.
Dang it, I couldn't beat it,
I'll
bro.
reveal the truth.
But that is the correct lie. Money. Knowing when the music is so helpful to finding the back rows.
Is that video real?
I don't believe it either.
It could have been edited to make it look like Kaito was killed by the press.
But we already said that it couldn't be edited anyway.
Damn right!
What? What?
There's no way this luminary of the stars would die that easily.
Kaito again?
I'm shook.
Would you have liked it better if it turned out like that? You wish.
We really are gonna keep going back and forth.
Like I said, that footage isn't edited at all. It
Okay.
reported Kaito was crushed. His bones went crunch and his organs went squish.
Ugh.
I remembered the video and all my bittersweet memories of him.
Rest in peace.
Hold those memories within you, or they'll just escape as sour vomit.
Oh,
But we all know Kokichi loves to lie, and that he's a remnant of despair.
that's fair.
That leads me to believe there's something he's not telling us about that video.
That's also fair.
I don't think that video showed the murder at all. All we saw was a living body.
Did we see a living body? Because we could have seen it,
Living body?
right?
I don't blame you for not believing it.
Okay.
It's hard to believe a smug idiot like Kaito got squished like a bug, right? But your lie won't work here, Shuichi.
Are you sure?
No, what you said isn't even a lie. It's just wishful thinking.
You're wrong. My emotional reaction is the lie. I put on this act to get what I want from you. Ooh. I know this class trial demands that someone dies, and I'm prepared for that. My intuition is telling me there's something wrong with that video. It was shot for a reason. Is there a hint in what Kokichi said? Some key to the mystery?
Isn't this enough? Kokichi is the culprit. He brought the evidence and even confessed to the murder.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense. Not even Kokichi would do something that stupid.
Fair.
Is common sense going to work here? On the remnants of despair, I mean?
Also true.
Oh, a hit! I got a hit!
What?
Shuichi, I got a hit containing some important info.
What?
A hit?
Oh, yeah, what?
The word living stuck out to me, so I ran a search for that word in my memory bank.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
And there was one hit.
Oh, you've only encountered the word living once.
Do you mean you remembered something?
That is what I guess he means.
What important info was in your search hit?
The living organism detector that we found when we investigated the press.
Right.
The existence of this detector refutes the very premise of this discussion.
Of course! The safety function.
Okay, okay.
The video does not show Kaito's murder.
That's true.
A safety function.
So they could still both be alive, too.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The
Okay.
hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
If they were both still alive, then we wouldn't have this trial. Right?
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
No, it won't.
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Jabingo.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
Don't say that. Or maybe it wasn't Kaito at all. Because it just would have stopped there.
So what we saw in that video, he was already dead by then?
He was either already dead, or they like
You could disable the infrared
switched it for
sensor of the
another
safety
body?
function with an electro
But I don't know where
bond.
they would get another dead body from because all of the dead bodies are gone. They're not like in the first game where they had like a morgue with every dead body. This time it's just they're gone.
No. I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and Exosol's remote control.
True.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
That is true.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
That's also true.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
Yeah, we do.
No, we do. I have a plausible theory for the murder.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you're sweating. Oh no. Somewhere around the hydraulic press? Oh, you're talking about the bloodstain, right?
This is it!
I'm glad you said around the hydraulic press, because I was just going to present the
There
crossbow.
was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the hangar, suggesting a body was dragged.
Okay, okay.
The bloodstain goes from the bathroom all
Look
the
at
way
it.
to the press.
Go all the way, over there, yeah. It sure does. It does that.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
Yep.
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
Yeah.
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
Ooh.
What?
So now you're
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
We might not be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence to suggest the cause of death. This one. That one right there.
There!
Yeah.
The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
The small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with a weapon.
We never said that. We never said anything about a
With
weapon.
my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
That's the worst. You are a freaking savage, Himiko. A freaking savage.
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden?
Yep.
I'm not freaking out.
You're freaking out.
I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No. It's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon. Do you want the arrows or the crossbow game? I'm going to give you crossbow. Or should I give you arrows? I'll give you arrows. What can you do with just an arrow? Are you saying they stabbed him with it? I knew it. I knew it. I knew they were gonna do some garbage like that. Just give me the crossbow. I'm angry. I'm so peeved.
This is it!
This is it!
I believe the weapon was the crossbow found in the bathroom.
Crossbow and the arrows. They should have been together. Why are you freaking out?
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small.
Yeah?
Can we then conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow?
We can also conclude that Kokichi was shot with the same
If
crossbow.
so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. It's so surprising that a crossbow is the murder weapon.
You're struggling, Himiko.
Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
You're struggling. That's what's wrong.
Probably needs to pee. Anyway, about Kaito getting shot.
Sure.
If that was his cause of death, then I wonder who shot him with the crossbow. Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
Well,
He's just playing, Lucas.
yeah, I know.
Then let's show him that playtime is over.
It took like 4 chapters, but now I really like Kibo. I do.
Let's show him that the students of Hope's Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
It's all because of that flashback light. He's just a different robot now.
Hope? Despair?
Okay. That was strange.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right, guys?
Who
Ooh,
else but you
I
could
like
have
that
done it?
everyone had a thing.
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
No, that's wrong. Yeah, that's wrong.
That's wrong!
I was about to say it's probably the window. Because nothing else really made sense for the discussion yet.
Even without going in the hangar, it was possible to land a shot with a crossbow.
On the window. Or from the window. Even though
There
I was
was a
saying,
window in the
it's
bathroom of the hangar.
so strange to get an angle on that.
Maybe it wasn't possible to get in, but you could have shot through the window. And remember that Kaito was confined to the bathroom.
Well, then again, it still couldn't have been Himiko, because she wouldn't know how to put it together.
So if they shot Kaito through the window, they could have killed him in the hangar. Which means the murder suspect list grows to 6 people, including me!
Interesting.
What did you say?
But put plainly, that means
It seems Shuichi wants to make one of us the culprit. Is that it?
Maybe it's true.
Is that what a detective does?
Shut up.
Huh?
Do detectives always accuse people, even when they're friends?
Calm. You. You did it, but you were probably trying to kill freaking Kokichi. Oh no. Oh no. And that's why your freaking thing was gone, because you used. Oh no.
It seems like it. You suspected Kaito in the previous class trial, too.
I suspected. We didn't really suspect Kaito in the previous class trial. We were like, it could have been him, and then we were like, you know what? It wasn't you. Because you got logged out. We got rid of that theory
You're always
earlier.
suspicious of your friends.
We have to be to live.
What's wrong, Maki? You seem like you're kind of on edge.
Yeah, the fact that you were going at our throats right now
Of course I am.
has me worried.
When we said we would defeat the remnants of despair, someone got in our way.
Who was it?
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to...
It doesn't matter how much you get in my way. I will absolutely defeat Kokichi.
Okay.
I won't let despair escape. I won't let it win.
Okay.
Now, let's stop this boring fight and continue on with the not-so-boring trial.
Okay.
So we all agree that the murder could be done by anyone and not just me, right?
Accurate.
That might be true, but I didn't know about the window.
You did.
Neither did I.
Really, Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small holes.
Oh no.
What? Are you after my small hole too?
I knew I knew that's where it was going. I knew. Where's Mew when you need her? I knew.
See? Now that's definitely weird.
Thank you. You know what? I'm relating, like, bit by bit, a little bit more to Miss Plain Jane over here.
Look at
Thank
it
you,
this way.
Plain
Just
Jane.
because the culprit could be anyone, not everyone is a suspect.
Yeah.
We can pretty much narrow it down to anyone who knew about the crossbow.
Yikes.
I never knew about any crossbows.
That's not true.
In other words, I'm not suspicious. There's no way you can consider me.
It does concern me that Himiko went to the hangar last night.
I like Kibo. So much.
Whoa, really? You went to the hangar, Himiko?
Shut up, Kokichi.
Yes, she did. I definitely saw her.
Ooh.
You were watching me?
It's
He's after
awfully
her small
suspicious
hole.
that you went to the hangar last night. Okay, then the culprit is Himiko.
No, it's not.
Wait! Don't say it's me! Maki's more suspicious than I am!
Wow.
What?
That crossbow came from your research lab, right?
Wow.
You could have gotten that crossbow whenever you wanted!
Anyone could have. It's not like they're locked.
Anyone could have gone to her research lab, though. She's not the only suspect.
I don't know about that. She's definitely the most suspicious.
You seem like you're the most suspicious right now.
Even if you make that scary face at me, I'm not gonna get scared.
You look scared.
Because if you start panicking, then we'll know that you're the culprit.
She's already panicking.
I said I'm not the culprit! I swear! Kokichi's the suspicious one! Maki too! They're both the culprit!
Are we doing that thing this early?
Why am I a suspect?
Yep.
Anyone could have entered my research lab.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm suspicious. Okay, maybe I am the culprit.
Oh my god.
Maybe
There's no
I'm the
way I'm the
culprit!
culprit.
Maybe I'm the culprit. Alright, what do we got? I do really like this music in particular. What do we got? What do we got? We got Electronic Lodge, the bottle, Kibo's account. I think we're gonna use Kibo's account.
Hanger, but
Suspect, because I was in the hangar.
So you were empty-handed. No, you didn't go empty-handed. This is the one.
I heard it!
I think it's Saint Mako's Grace or something like that. That is supremely useful for that part of the trial. Because it just automatically locks on, not
said
locks
that you
on,
went
but
to the hangar
eliminates any like
empty-handed.
loud voice
But that's
as long
a
as you're
lie,
on some
isn't
other
it?
statement. That is a lie.
what are you talking about? It's not a lie.
Dollar Kibo.
But Kibo saw you.
That's right. K1BO.
He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
You know what's usually in large black bags? Crossbows and other unmentionables.
Yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large black bag.
That's right.
No, that was probably Tsumugi cosplaying as me.
She'll get Cospox, that's not how it works.
You know I can't cosplay as someone unless they're a fictional character.
Jeez.
Himiko. This is the bag you were carrying, isn't it?
That's it.
That's the crossbow case.
Yeah, we know.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carrying.
Okay.
What? Hold on. Himiko went to the hangar with a crossbow?
Alright, you best to explain yourself.
Uh-oh. Well, it's decided then.
It is not decided.
Wait, that's wrong.
Go
I
on.
just brought it there. I didn't shoot it.
I believe that.
It's the truth. Please believe me.
I believe it.
You're right. I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
Oh, now I don't believe it.
Not you. If you believe me, it makes me look like I'm lying.
That's exactly what happened. Good job, Himiko. That is true. But can we really trust Himiko here? She was acting very suspicious. Looks like it's time to do some ace shooting. Because I'm an ace detective. Crossbow. I think it might actually be crossbow. Right? Oh. Ooh, that's nifty. Never mind, it's not nifty anymore. Where's the crossbow? There it is. Yes, it was complicated to assemble, so that's why I believe that we're gonna use crossbow this time.
The culprit.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I carried the case.
I believe that too.
Yep, that's true too.
I believe that.
And I didn't even use the crossbow.
I don't know if I shoot it there or not, so we're gonna just wait.
Another true statement.
Okay.
That's all. I didn't do anything else in the hangar.
100% exactamundo.
Okay.
Why does it all sound so fuzzy?
Yeah.
Ah, 'cause Kokichi won't shut up.
That's fair.
Get out of my head, Kokichi.
Yep, it's all my fault. Alright.
I'm not the culprit.
Wow. It egged me. I had to do a double shot. I couldn't even go for the V because it egged me so hard. Did you see that? I'm shook. Oh, man.
I don't think Himiko used the crossbow. More accurately, she couldn't use it.
She could not. And do you know why she couldn't? I'm gonna let Shuichi tell
Couldn't
you.
use it? Why not?
I already said that I was gonna let Shuichi tell you.
The crossbow inside this case was disassembled.
Accurate.
Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it.
And so could have Maki.
I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
Maki could just say she didn't.
Teach me that, right, Maki?
Maki should just stay silent for how freaking Himiko
What's wrong?
egged her before.
Are you mad about before?
Yes! Oh?
Sorry. I thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
Wow.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that.
Yeah, not really.
I'm sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
Oh my gosh.
Fine. I'm not going to lie. I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
If I were Maki, I just would have let her burn
told
until
you.
the end.
Just like I said.
Calm yourself.
Everyone who suspected me needs to apologize right now!
Hey, you should probably be apologizing to Maki.
She changed back so fast. I think I might have whiplash now.
Then, why did you bring the crossbow to the hangar, Himiko?
I was asked to.
By whom? Perhaps the person who asked was... It had to be Kaito, right? I guess it could have been Maki. I'm gonna go... Kaito.
That's it!
Because nobody else was in there other than Kaito and Kokichi.
Was it Kaito?
And because she's not gonna bring it for Kokichi.
Huh? Kaito?
Only Kaito or Kokichi would have asked for a crossbow to be brought to the hangar.
Right, only they were in the hangar.
Because Kaito knows how to assemble the crossbow, he certainly could have used it.
Where was Maki in this whole thing? Wait,
Knowing that, I can't imagine that anyone else would have asked Himiko.
so... Ugh. Ugh. Okay,
I do not think she would bring it at Kokichi's request.
fair.
Of course not. Why would I ever listen to Kokichi?
Cause I know you like me.
No, that's true.
Nuh-uh! I hate you!
They'd be a cute couple.
But I like you.
Ooh.
Hey,
There it
don't
is.
play with Himiko's heart.
It's been shipped. It's been shipped. But to think that Kaito asked Himiko to do that... Maybe Kaito was trying to keep the promise he made yesterday. Don't you worry, I'll do something about all this. That's a promise. All you guys are working so hard, so I can't just sit back and relax. You probably should have just
But
sat
why
back
were
and
you
relaxed.
keeping that a secret, Himiko?
Well, Kaito sorta asked me to keep it a secret.
Oh.
Then Kaito died and I got scared. I thought it was gonna be next.
It's okay,
You're the worst
Himiko.
for trying to pin the blame on Maki just for that reason.
I got you, Himiko.
Maki,
You're okay.
teach this dumb monkey the true terror of human beings.
Wow.
Don't bully the person you like.
This is way beyond bullying a grade school crush.
Is it?
Himiko, when exactly did Kaito ask you to do this?
I think it was around evening yesterday.
Yesterday
I was
evening.
so nervous about fighting Kokichi, I couldn't get to sleep.
Okay.
So I took a walk near the hangar, and that's when Kaito called out to me. I got startled and wet myself a little, and then he asked me to get him a crossbow.
Himiko. That was a little bit too much information.
That one part was, you know what? Never mind.
Nobody else brought it up.
So
Tsumugi.
if Kaito asked for a crossbow, does that mean he was going to kill Kokichi?
No,
I don't
he
think
said
so.
it was to disable Kokichi. I wouldn't have helped him otherwise.
That's fair.
I trusted Kaito and took a crossbow from Maki's lab.
Okay.
That's when I witnessed Himiko.
But then, what did Kaito do after he had the crossbow?
I don't know. I just handed him the crossbow, then went right back to the dorm.
Okay.
Presumably, Kaito tried to attack Kokichi, only to be disarmed of the crossbow.
Okay.
And then, Kokichi returned fire and shot Kaito. That sequence of events seems logical.
No, it happened a little differently. Both Kaito and Kokichi shot the crossbow.
Ooh. Okay. What's the question? What evidence shows that Kaito shot Kokichi with the crossbow? The clothes. Yeah.
This is it!
It's got arrow holes on it. I guess that's why they didn't mention that earlier.
Remember that when we found Kokichi's clothes, there were holes in the back and sleeve.
They just mentioned the bloodstains, not the holes.
The same kind of hole that was found in Kaito's coat.
I really like this picture, because he's like peering over like, doo-doo, doo-doo.
So Kokichi was shot by the crossbow too?
Yeah.
And it was Kaito who shot him, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that.
Okay.
You don't remember whether or not you were shot?
It's true.
There is no doubt that they shot each other with the crossbow, but
It doesn't matter.
huh?
What?
It doesn't matter what happened in between. In the end, Kokichi killed Kaito.
Well, Maki has been acting strangely. She must know something. Well, what does she know?
Maybe Maki's right. It doesn't matter what happened in the middle.
She's also still right, that it doesn't matter what happened in the middle.
In the end, there's no Kaito.
Then let's hurry up and vote.
Whoa.
No,
Whoa.
it's
No,
too
no,
soon.
no, no, no.
There are still mysteries.
Don't you try and rush a vote.
Who cares about that? We already know who the culprit is.
I think we only
You
know
sure
who the
about that?
Jesus, Monokuma.
Huh?
What? Now he's joining in?
As the one running this trial, it bothers me when anyone says mysteries don't matter.
Okay.
It affects the overall entertainment value, so I encourage you to really think about things.
Okay.
After all, there should be some mysteries that still matter.
Like?
For example, is Kokichi really inside that exisal? Stuff like that.
What?
Yeah, what?
What are you saying? We already finished that discussion a while ago.
Okay.
Kokichi's gotta still be alive since the killing game's still going. His
Okay.
voice is even coming from the exisal and everything.
But Kaito's did earlier, too.
But we heard it speak in Kaito's voice earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, don't rely on that. After all, this exisal has a voice changer.
Ugh. And what?
Ha! 'Cause of that, nobody realizes I'm pretending to be Kokichi. But no more! Sorry for the wait, guys! The luminary of the stars has arrived. This time for real.
I'm shook.
What? What's going on?
I told you, I'm Kaito. I was just pretending to be Kokichi is all. There's a bit of a situation going on, so I didn't really have a choice. Sorry about tricking you guys like that. My bad.
Okay.
Huh? So Kaito's in there after all?
Ugh. There's like two running theories in my head.
Don't be stupid. How many times are you going to be tricked by him?
And the fact that we haven't touched on the poison
That's
at all
Kokichi pretending to be Kaito.
is
Hey now,
troublesome.
Maki Roll. Don't you believe me?
Whoa.
Don't ever call me that!
Oh boy. You have her shook. Oh, she's super shook.
Whoa there, chill. You really think I'm Kokichi?
I think so.
I guess I understand. Sorry, I can't really get out of this thing right now.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
I can't move because of the injury I got from Kokichi. It's so bad I can't even stand. That's why I'm in this exisal.
If we're combining that with his... I don't know. I refuse.
Is that so?
But if you guys don't believe me, then we can't move on.
So...
So, you're up, Shuichi.
What? Me?
Yeah, why us?
explain to everyone how I wasn't the one that died.
I don't know if I can explain that. That's really what I want to believe. What story does the evidence tell? Does that story end with Kaito or Kokichi being the victim? You give a well-reasoned answer to that and soon. Can't look away from the truth. I still think it's Kokichi. Right? Kokichi. Most of the evidence we have now shows that Kaito is the victim. What's the matter, Shuichi? You gotta say it with confidence. No. I'm trying, I really am, but I can't think of anyone other than Kaito. Most of the evidence we have points to Kaito.
Hey, what's the matter, Shuichi? Just hurry up and tell everyone why I'm not dead. Should be easy.
No, I won't. Because you're not Kaito. Kaito is already dead.
Despair will never die!
Whoa.
Good! This is already more entertaining!
Okay.
Now, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial ground!
We're going back?
Alright, let's give it everything we've got!
Okay. I'm fine with this because this is probably my favorite music in the game. Kokichi's dead. Kaito's dead. Only us two are on Kaito's dead? Jesus.
I suspect that Kaito is inside the Exisal.
I got this! Unless he comes out of the Exisal, we can't confirm that.
Is that right? Yeah, it
That
was.
he can't leave the Exisal because he's injured.
Injured.
Anyone who knows about Kaito's injury can make that claim.
That's true.
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
Crushed.
Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi.
I got
Arrow
this!
holes.
Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and
Oh, it might be the other way
Mastermind is
around.
still alive. Inside that Exisal.
Okay.
Why
That
are
was
you
right,
so
thank goodness.
opposed to Kaito being alive?
I'm not opposed
Got
to
this,
it. I really
because
wish
the
it were
evidence
true.
doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
Perfect. I clutch moded that. Give me a button. Oh god. Jesus, why was that one so difficult? Also, maybe my controller's dying right now. Ooh.
I don't want to believe it. In a way, I still can't. But the evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's the truth.
Is it though? Because we still have a whole nother half of the trial to go, and, well, I guess that might be just proving that
I
it might be
see.
Maki.
If that's the conclusion you've arrived at, Shuichi, then there must be no mistake.
Whoa, okay. Fine then.
And the one here is...
Looks like I messed around too much.
Whoa.
Sorry, that was just a little joke.
This is not a funny joke.
What a sick joke!
Yeah, tell him,
You're
Himiko.
still an asshole.
Tell your boy. Yeah, tell him, Maki.
True, and I can't forgive him. But we still need to stay calm, be rational.
Yeah.
Because we need to get to the truth of Kaito's death.
Yeah! Just keep calm and carry on!
Okay.
Why are you saying that? What part of that was calm?
Getting back on topic. Why don't we examine the crossbow a little more closely?
That was like the strangest Monokuma little
I think we
image
need to
that I've
get
seen.
all the facts
That's
straight,
not true,
so we
but-
don't fall for any more lies.
Okay.
I agree, but what do you think, Maki?
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, let's discuss that then.
Alright, preach.
Why are you acting like you're in charge of things?
Because he knows what
So
happened.
if we assume that Kaito and I shot each other with the crossbow,
Okay.
then the most efficient way to solve this is to set up a timeline of events.
That's fair.
Hey, I said, why are you...
Alrighty then, let the debate begin!
Am I gonna shoot something?
When the
Okay. Let me look at all these.
crossbow fired,
Okay.
what was even going on?
As if you need to ask, you were there!
The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first.
Okay.
He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too.
Sure.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow,
Okay.
and returned fire.
Okay.
I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito.
Sure.
I secretly brought a different one.
I don't think that's true.
But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab.
That's true.
Still, only one arrow was fired.
No, that's wrong. That's super wrong. Really?
So how could
I'm
they
shocked.
both shoot each other?
I'm shocked.
Shots hurt a lot. My wound is still aching so.
Hit it. V.
That's wrong.
Gah. Alright. That one was so easy, actually.
Wait, Himiko. What do you mean, one arrow?
Right?
Well, I only gave Kaito one arrow.
Oh no, that is something I didn't know. Jesus. Whoa.
Are you positive?
Of course. There's no way I got that wrong.
That's really troubling.
Well then, that's strange, because... there were 3 arrows in the bathroom, remember?
3? I know I only gave him one.
That's
Kaito
shocking.
even told me to only bring him one. He said he wanted to avoid fighting.
There were 3 arrows at the scene, but Himiko said she only bought one. What is going on here? I do not know.
Maybe Kokichi had some hidden away?
That sounds silly.
Why would Kokichi have 2 arrows when he didn't have a crossbow to fire them?
right?
But we know for certain that 3 arrows were recovered from the scene,
Right?
and all 3 arrows
Had blood on them.
And altogether, their clothes had 3 perforations in them.
There we look at you.
So we know for certain that they shot 3 arrows at each other.
Do we? I don't think Himiko's lying either. There must be some angle that we have not covered yet. I need to think. What are we thinking? How are we thinking? Oh, freaking psych tacky. Tacky! Alright, here we go. So someone else bought 2 more arrows. How many arrows did Himiko's give? 1. Right? And all the arrows were not inside from the start, so a third party must have bought the 2 arrows. Which means... if Kaito shot Kokichi
that
once...
the additional arrows were brought in by a third party?
Hold on, Shuichi, I gotta line this up in my head. If Kaito shot Kokichi once, that's 1 arrow. So then there's 2 more arrows. Then we already know where all the arrows landed. So that means the third party also shot Kaito. This story makes a whole lot of
Third
sense now,
party?
but I still don't know what's
So
going
someone
on.
besides Kokichi
I don't know
or
how it
Himiko?
ends. For someone behind it,
That's
yeah.
just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Right?
Kaito was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Okay.
Kaito said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
So
Okay.
the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window.
Right.
Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
I guess so.
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
But was it completely closed off? Can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way, some way we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something, think. What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? Well, I have no idea. Ooh, it's Exisol. That's really interesting. Then it was Maki. X, where's the I? Exisol L? That's not the L. The L was right here.
I see now.
That's interesting. So she used her used electro hammer because that's why it was found there. She got rid of one of the
Exisol
Exisols
could be
and then
used to enter the hangar.
drove it off herself to get into the hangar.
We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric, but that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the Exisols, right?
Right.
So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an Exisol.
Right. And now we know that
Saw an
Maki did
Exisol
that.
enter the hangar last night.
Then that's why
So
she
was
used
this
it.
third party piloting it?
Ooh.
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma.
Okay.
Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an Exisol?
Good question.
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It
Okay,
makes
shoot.
sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an Exisol.
Okay.
After all, the hangar is where the Exisols are supposed to be stored.
Okay.
It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an Exisol comes and goes, you know?
Fair.
So even if someone is inside an Exisol, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be
That's-
a hassle to leave the Exisol every time you have to put it away.
Okay.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an Exisol and entered the hangar?
It's the only way we can get 2 more arrows into there.
But can just anyone pilot an Exisol?
They're pretty easy.
Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
Nipples too!
That's
Anyway,
terrifying.
this third party commandeered an Exisol and infiltrated the hangar.
Okay.
That same person must have brought the other 2 arrows with them.
Okay.
I told you that's impossible.
Okay. Why? Huh?
There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an Exisol. It's not possible.
Why is it not possible?
What? Not possible.
Didn't Monokuma just say it was possible? What are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you know? Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me? I thought we were friends. What's I'm gonna have to pry it out of you, huh? Huh?
if someone was piloting the Exisol,
You?
they
Maybe?
could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Two Exisals were at the scene of the crime. One was open.
Is operating the Exisol really that difficult?
Do we even know how to get inside an Exisol? Outside there were 4 exosols. And they were all moving too.
Well,
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all
okay.
the hammers were still recharging.
Wait. No, that's the one. Okay. We're gonna have to be quick. Let's be quick. No, it's gone. Just give me that one. No, dang it. This is the one that we need.
You're right, it's impossible.
If someone was piloting,
It's so. Sometimes it's so difficult to tell which one you need, especially like later on in the trial. Excellent.
And they were all moving.
I was controlling them remotely.
Excellent.
electro hammers weren't an option.
Why not?
Yesterday, all the hammers.
Give me that. Shoot it. Ah, I missed the V.
That's wrong.
Ah, I missed the V. Missed it.
Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged.
That's not true. Yeah, take that. Take that.
I know because I found one.
Where did you find it, Shuichi? Oh,
There
I was
a
there.
used electro hammer near Monokuma and the Exosols.
I don't know why someone didn't dispose of that. Gosh, Maki, you're a terrible
Is
assassin.
that electro hammer used by the third party?
I believe so.
Maybe they used it to disable an exosol.
Yes, I think,
I think so.
When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 Exosols.
Right? And then the next day there were
But this
3
morning, there were only 3.
exosols. I just wanted to do this.
I noticed
Sorry.
that too. Was the missing exosol taken by this third party?
I believe so.
Shuichi is getting warmer.
Okay.
How about you say the answer right now?
Sure.
Who did it? Who is this third party?
I think it's fairly obvious. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4 exosols at the scene yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaito. And this morning when I tried to get into the hangar, there were only 3. The culprit must have used the electro hammer between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There's only one person among us that I think could do that. And I'm gonna spell it out for you. M-A-K-I. I am shocked that it actually landed there. Maki!
It's you!
It's you, ain't it? Tell me the truth.
Maki, you're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
You're dang right.
It's Maki?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
Be careful, the electro hammer will run out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an exosol, it'll run out of juice with just one shot. Got it?
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery.
That's a whole day.
That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Ooh.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning,
We all had our hammers except for Maki. And you had me believing that too. I was about to say, I guess you and your weapons, right? You know you. You don't use swords, maybe you don't
Maki
use
was the
giant
only
hammers
one
either.
without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Yeah. It's true.
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party.
Right?
She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
Now she is the most suspicious.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Just
Maki
give us the
took
deets.
2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the exosol with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar.
And?
Now we just have to figure out what happened after...
I'll kill your logic.
Oh my god. This is the second time, Maki. I already sliced up your words once.
Why are you doing this?
Because I want to know. What happened?
Are you getting in my way?
What is your plan?
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you...
If you
Yes.
just come clean.
I'm the third party.
Thank you.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an exisal, and then shooting the crossbow.
Okay.
I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit.
Well, I mean, she admitted everything so far, so... I believe her. Ugh.
You're right.
I forgot.
Used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar too.
Okay.
I also
it.
shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon. You're right.
Jesus, that one moves so fast.
I used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar too.
Okay.
I also shot the crossbow there.
Okay.
However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
Okay.
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
Okay.
The arrows left holes in her clothes.
Okay.
Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
That's not it. You've never used a weapon before, so how would you know? Shut up. Laughable things, but okay.
Oh no!
I just don't know what my swords are. I didn't get a chance to look at them all.
The arrows left holes in their clothes.
Okay.
Think about the locations of the wounds.
Poison is what we need.
They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots
No, slow down. Okay, whatever.
wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
Give me this. Oh god, I missed. There we go. That's a cut.
I'll
I'm just
cut
trying to
for
get
your
out of that
looks.
segment. Whew. Whew. That was something.
It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit, if it were poisoned.
Poison?
Yeah.
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before.
It's true.
If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
She doesn't seem happy about
Do
this.
you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything?
There's still another half to this trial, though.
Are you really the culprit?
There's no way she is! 'Cause why would she kill Kaito?
Exactly.
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi?
Mm-hmm.
Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial.
Okay.
She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
But that would mean that she would, like, sacrifice all of us, but also kill him.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she...
Must be all of us. Oh my gosh.
That's it!
That's not okay.
She plans to sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us?
Then, by
Okay.
hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
It does, but
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
okay.
but that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here.
I don't know if
Too
that's...
bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
Okay.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
Yeah, this does make a
This
lot of
isn't
sense there. Ooh.
Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over.
Interesting.
We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Oh, okay.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does
Okay.
this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
Shocking.
What did you say?
You mean murder all of us to get rid of Kokichi?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it.
Ooh.
So Maki, please tell us the truth.
The
The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see.
Well,
Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone.
she didn't do it.
Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
No. After Kaede died.
You think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
That guy
Freaking...
could be pretty stubborn.
Then, what really happened?
Preach, please.
Maki, please tell us.
Preach, please.
Please.
Please, thank you.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Okay?
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining the mood!
Honestly.
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
Okay. Is this the intermission? Okay. So. This class trial has had more twists than a soft pretzel. And I don't really know what to think. I don't think Maki did it the way that that ended. I really don't. But if Kokichi's still alive and Maki didn't do it... Oh... Maybe at this point it's like impossible to tell which killed him first, the poison or the press. But if that's the case, he would have been dead, so then the press would have worked, so it would have been Maki. I don't know. It's interesting. Huh. I'm not sure. This is wild, to be honest. I don't have a grasp on it yet. But the way that I see it, Kaito's dead. And now we're gonna have like a choice between Kokichi and Maki. And if Maki does die, then I guess Kokichi really is the mastermind, and they kind of played that out really well, because they have me still believing that he's not the he can't be the mastermind. Because why would he leave the flashback light? Why would he leave the flashback light and still, like, question when they were talking about hope and despair? Because that's something else I was trying to bring up. Because whenever they talked about hope or despair or Junko or Hope's Peak, he, like, said something at the end. Like when Gonta was questioning the virtual reality world every single time. It's the subtle things, I'm telling you. So, I don't think Kokichi is the mastermind. I think he needed that flashback light. But he didn't get it. So that's why he doesn't understand the battle between hope and despair and all that stuff, because he didn't get that flashback light. Which means either one of us is the mastermind, one of us remaining 5, or I don't know, but we've got to find out. Next time we are going to see an execution, unfortunately. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been your United States Aviator taking off, telling you to stay classy, passengers, and I will see you all next time. Toodaloo! Light crew.